Hello world, welcome to my channel, Proteus Augustus. I'm an artist, scientist, and American Constitutionist. Today is March 15th, 2021, and let me tell you, it's not even 9:30, and this day has been totally turned upside down. I mean, really, at some point, how is it that a human being can have to suffer all of this bullshit? I can't get nothing done in Colorado. And let me tell you something, there's a lot of lazy people that live in Colorado. This one poor bastard that was renting a room next to me, him and his wife were almost on a year getting their house built in Pueblo. It don't take no freaking year to build a house, right? Anyways, so apparently, I had an itinerary to go to Denver today, and check up on the courts and whatnot, because I filed a removal from Castile County to Denver County. All right, it's a proper filing. All right, to remove jurist and venue under the court rules of the state. 97 and 98. It's clear that Castile County has a large conflict of interest with me. I mean, they can't say that the judicial services in that area are that much removed from the rest of the people, because they're all like one family. I'm not going to submit myself to a court like that, especially when they work with people who tried to extort money from me. Right? And this whole charge is manufactured. It's just a paper trap based on what Castile County wants to do, right? This is their plan from the get-go. And people want to support this plan, right? But the thing is, I got to call you on it, right? Because it's illegal. And this is still the United States of America. And I ain't going to feel guilty in the future, right? Because, I'm doing what I could do, right? Legally. So like I said, I filed to remove the case, and Castile County is threatening to arrest me if I don't show up in court tomorrow, right? So I called up the district court and I talked to the clerk there, and apparently the judge gave it a once-over, but I asked for a hearing date, right? And then, so they say they're going to give it a once-over again in May. What is that? No. That is not a removal. You have to remove a case to prevent more malfeasance being imparted upon you, right? They cannot force you to go in front of a specific judge. This is the state versus me in this charge. So to remove it to another county, right, it's just a matter of course. I'm entitled to do that. And if this judge thinks that otherwise, then he can respond to it, right? Castile County's 3 lawyers that represented the county in federal court have been served. I don't know what the status is with the federal case yet, but I'm going up to Denver too to get an attorney. Because however this turns out, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do what I can do here, right? But I've been going through some very adverse situations. I almost suffered hypothermia the other day because I was getting boxed out of hotels. Today, what ends up happening is I got my suits. I got stuff to bring up to Denver, and I had a room for a couple of nights so that I could get all of this legal stuff, square right now, right? And the bus didn't show up. I found out that they canceled the bus yesterday, right, on prediction. And but they still sold me the ticket yesterday, and they didn't say anything about the bus being canceled, right? Excuse me. My leg is bothering me, so I'm moving around a lot, right? So I get there at 6:30 in the morning. It's like in the freaking teens, right? It tell you to come early. I'm waiting for the bus. It's not coming. Found out it's canceled, right? Well, listen. Now, it's hard to get service around here. Transportation is terrible. So, I mean, fortunately, this safe spot here isn't far from the town. But it's very painful for me, And, if you got to wait an hour for a taxi, that's just too much, right? I managed to get my first Uber today, but normally it says that Uber's unavailable. So hopefully I can. It seems like there's only one guy, so hopefully I can, get him again today. But anyways, so I'm walking down the street, right, and people are very hostile. Last night I had my staff stolen at Walmart, right, down the street from the hotel. Again, another Walmart employee, right, who thinks that they're better than the rest of us, right? So I get my money and my food or whatever. I come out to get my staff. It's gone, and these employees are shifting blame onto some fictitious homeless person outside that stole it. They don't say, "Oh, well, let's go. Let me get security. We'll look at the camera and see. Maybe we threw it away or something." I gave them all kinds of fucking options. Well, maybe somebody thought it was trash. They threw it away. I just needed to walk with, right? You ain't getting on that. These people, they think I'm a homeless guy, right? I mean, listen, I don't have a building, so what? None of you do either. You rent. You don't own shit. You fucking go to work, you make your paycheck, and you live paycheck to paycheck, and you think you're better than me? Dude, I made more money than half of you, right? At some point. What do you think? I wish the worst on a person like you, right? Really. Because you need a wake-up call, and life is long. And if you've lived as long as me, you might run into situations of adversity that you may not survive, right? Because you think you're so smart. Well, I called up Walmart and he ain't so smart, or whoever. I'm going to find out exactly what's going on. But that's just another example of how these people view me walking down the street, right? Now, even if I was a homeless person, what right do they have to do to steal my staff? I'm still a citizen of the United States of America, right? I'm a veteran, right? I pay my taxes, right? Over the years and whatnot. So, these people have no respect. None, right? And they and half of them aren't going to amount to nothing. So anyways, not to go off on that, but this is what I'm dealing with. This is the kind of attitude I'm getting from people. So I'm walking down the street, and I call up Greyhound, and I find out, no, it isn't. See, they shut that road down on 25, and it shouldn't be shut down. All right? They just start doing their job. Right? They're going to wait till the sun comes out or whatever. It's really not that much snow if you know what you're doing. Right? This is the Rocky Mountains. I mean, the East Coast, they know how to remove snow, man. What about Buffalo? You don't think they don't go to work at all if they did operations like around here? I'll tell you what, that national forest, those roads through the national forest would be good to go. Those guys, they mean business. They know how to take care of those roads. They go all night long. I know, I've seen them. I've been through 3 storms in the mountains. And if I had my car on the road, I would have been through, I would have tested this one, right? But that didn't happen. So now I can't get to Denver, right? And now I can't get a ride for an hour. And so now I don't have my walking stick either because it got stolen last night. And I got my baggage, right? And now I'm suffering more injury. I mean, it just doesn't fucking stop, man. And people, they... Listen. Anyways. So then I get a text from the hotels in Denver telling me their boilers blew up and that they would have to transfer me to another hotel or cancel by reservation. I'm like, well, at least I got something out of that because I thought I was going to lose a room. But I mean, how often is it that the bus don't show up, and the last time I took Greyhound, it was 3 hours late, and I got assaulted by an employee, right? This is terrible. Terrible service, right? And I can prove all of it. I mean, what are they going to do? Mask the video or something? I mean, you can figure that stuff out. I mean, anyway, so... And then the hotel boiler blows up. And then, so if I actually got the bus, and then, so everything just totally blew up in my face, man. It's ridiculous. The buses, my whole itinerary just went poof up in smoke, right? So then I get a message this morning, like I said, from Castile County. And, oh, I can't hear you. You could call me back, right? I said, okay, I'll try. Meanwhile, I call up, the district court, and I told them I'll turn myself over up in Denver. Right? These people are threatening, to arrest me if I don't show up, and it's physically impossible for me to get there. And I basically, told them at the latest I'd be up there Wednesday. And if that court has an issue, right, I've already informed both courts that I intend to appear. And I filed Listen, these people just ignore these things, apparently. It's kind of, like I said, another Yuri Brezhnev, right? I mean, the guy, these people that are coming up, these younger people, I mean, you can be a freaking genius, and these people, they just, they look at you and they say, no, he's making that up. I mean, somebody else is doing it, or where's this coming from? Oh, no, it can't be, right? I mean, listen, I'm just a citizen, execute my rights to educate myself and apply that education against malfeasance and miscreants, because that's what I have to do as a citizen, right? So anyway, that's where I'm at today. I'm standing here freezing my ass off. It got really cold, right? And I got another room for tonight, and hopefully the Greyhound bus is going to go tomorrow. But if it don't, I'll be up there Wednesday, right? These judges cannot say that I did not inform them, and I'm not trying to resolve this matter. I tried to make sure I didn't get ensnared in this paper trap that the county set up, an unconstitutional one, right? Irrespective of the crimes that they committed, I got a right to redress, in the courts, according to the 14th Amendment, equal protection, right? Under the law, and due process. They violated those two rights. They took my money, and they gave me no service. As far as I'm concerned, that's a fraud on me also. Okay, because they took my money and intentionally did not even rule on it or give me any avenue, right? So now, listen, I'm not going to go to that court and let anybody try to make themselves look better either, right? Because they've done what they've done. And I don't really need to know this person individually. He should know what's going on there, okay? Because I know what's going on there. All right? And if you don't have the manpower to deal with it, you don't, try to get it, right? You don't care about it. It's as simple as that. And you're not going to fool me with all this nonsense, all right? So anyways, till next time, think free and be free.